Greetings, welcome to Third Season Cooking. Tonight in the kitchen, we're doing something that's going to be fun and useful for playoffs because let's face it, the Jets made the playoffs, everyone's really excited. What do we like to eat during hockey games? Whether it's the Jets or any other team? Wings. So I'm going to set up my air fryer here for 7 minutes, and I'll explain why it's 7 minutes in a couple of seconds. And this is the batch of wings that I had prepped for this video. So my air fryer is already hot. Preheating an air fryer is a really useful thing to do because otherwise it doesn't work quite as well. And this way the food doesn't stick as much. Okay. So just going to move these around and you're going to get to see the loveliness that is raw chicken because here we go. We get to show you, raw chicken wings. I bought these chicken wings at Costco the other day, and they're kind of small for my liking, for what it's worth. But $25 for the package, less $5, so $20 and change, got me 72 individual wings and drumettes and flats. Not a bad deal. So here is 2 dozen wings and flats, or drums and flats. The way to get these things really yummy is because crispy wings are kind of what we want. We want to have like the deep fried experience. So we're going to take a half teaspoon of baking powder, and that's going to help the crisping up process. Looking for something that's just kind of a plain Jane, not overly spiced wing. So we're going to use Hai's seasoning salt, and we're just going to, again, half a teaspoon of that. And then we're just going to pop in a high temperature oil, so avocado oil. And then about between 2 teaspoons and a tablespoon. Tablespoon is 3 teaspoons, by the way. Okay. Then, because it's in the nice plastic bag, it makes it really easy for mixing things up. Okay. And so we can see here, we're just going to do a hand mix. And you can see the bag turning from clean to a little bit of goo. I believe that's the technical cooking term for it, on the inside of it. And for this batch, we're just going to put them off to the side for now, right? Because I'll make these later. Now, takes about, the way I've been doing them is 7 minutes on one side, a 7-minute wing cook looks like that. I would never recommend eating that. Gross. Okay, that's just, ugh. Unless you like raw chicken. If you like raw chicken, what's the matter with you? These have been in the air fryer for 14 minutes. Okay, so you can see they're getting pretty decent. Now I'm going to finish these off in the air fryer for another 4 minutes at the end. And the reason I say 4 is you might find you want to do them a little bit longer. You might want to do a little bit less. You can always add more time, but air fryers tend to cook things so very quickly that what ends up happening is the difference between 2 minutes and 1 minute can be a really big deal at the end of the day, especially at the end of a cooking cycle. Okay? So these wings now are got about another 4 minutes. So talk about things like, upcoming events. Those include some other things I'm working on for next episodes. So I am working on a air fryer mini pizza that worked out really well in my last trial with it. We're going to see how that comes out in the next probably day or two. The playoffs for Winnipeg start either Sunday or Monday. No one seems to quite know when that is, at least as of time of filming. And so I want to have a couple of things ready for you to look at and be able to cook when you've got friends over. The beautiful thing about this is, again, $21, $20 for 6 dozen wings, even though they're a little bit small from Costco, means you can cook a bunch of wings up for a whole bunch of friends. Now, what you can do is prep these in advance, like I've done, so that it only takes that last 4-minute finish, and then you can quickly start banging them up for when your friends are there. These are going to be just dry wings. If you want to add sauce to them, you do that after they're finished. You just get a big bowl, put your dry wings in, put a little bit of sauce on there, flip it up and down a bit, get that spread around, stir it around, whatever it takes, and away you go. Okay. So one of the difficulties with this particular format of me cooking everything for you as we go is that sometimes you end up with 2 minutes and some odd seconds left on the air fryer, and I have to fill the time. Oh well. I would talk about hockey, except I'm not really a big hockey fan. I do know how to jump on a bandwagon, however, and so I have some Winnipeg Jets golf shirts. I have a Winnipeg Jets banner that I pull out every time the Jets are in the playoffs because, hey, it's a bandwagon, got to jump on it. And why wouldn't you, right? It's your hometown team. So whatever hometown you're in, I hope that you're as enthusiastic about your team's chances. And certainly I hope that Winnipeg wins the cup this year. Wouldn't that be great? It'd be brilliant. Pretty close, $1.47. And you can use this as a recipe, of course, not just for hockey. There's basketball coming up. There is, golf. Now there's a sport you want to eat wings to. And all kinds of other things. So, at the end of the day, we're looking at trying to really enjoy having a bit of munchy food. And that's kind of the whole raison d'etre for these next set of videos is munchies. So food that you can make relatively quickly while you're cooking for your friends or yourself, or, you're watching the game and you want to have a bit of a snack. I was looking at a local fast food / ready-made store, and I think it was $24 for 2 pounds of wings. Now they're probably a bit bigger than these. I got to say, I'm a little bit surprised at how relatively small these wings were. Scary. But my $20 worth of wings, 6 dozen wings. 6 dozen wings. Was probably about 4 or 5 pounds of wings. So as opposed to paying $24 for 2 pounds of wings, I got 6. Pretty good. All right, we're going to go with 21 seconds. We're not going to rush it. What I tend to do with my air fryer when I'm doing things in multiple batches like this is I stop it a couple seconds before it finishes, and that way I don't have to fiddle around with the minutes to get it back up to where we want to go. Okay, so this is how they look out of the air fryer after 6 minutes and 55 seconds. Not bad, okay? I mean, not edible, but not bad. So we're just going to put these in here. So these are about halfway cooked, and I'll put them on the tray of other ones that have been cooked for 7 minutes. And what I'm going to do is take the batch of wings that have been in there for 14 minutes, and then I'm going to put these in for another 4. Now, what that means is, of course, I have to think about something to talk about for another 4 minutes, because that's what we do. We want to show you all the steps on how to make this so that if you're making this for your friends, this is how you do it. Okay? It's really simple. Now, the baking powder, chances are likely you have one of these in your pantry and it's been there for, I don't know, somewhere between 6 months if you just bought it or just moved out, and 6 years, maybe 16 years, because what do you do with baking powder? This is one of the greatest things you can do because it really does crisp up the chicken. It makes that skin really nice and crunchy, tender, and it leaves the inside of the chicken wing really juicy. It's lovely. If you want to spice it up more, you can use different seasoning. I've just used the seasoning salt, but you can buy some lemon pepper seasoning. You can buy some mango habanero if you want, or whatever floats your boat. Right? And just make it as spicy or as not as you want to. You can use honey garlic seasoning and throw the wings into that a little bit. You can use different types of barbecue sauces. Again, in your kitchen, you can do whatever you would like to do and make really good food that way. Now, these have been in for about 1.5 minutes if I wait 10 seconds, which I'm going to do. And we're going to pull them out because, again, things cook really fast at the end. And give them a little stir. That's what they're looking like. Okay, not bad. They're going to be fine. I think I'm going to pull these out after 3 minutes, just giving them a look. So another 1.5 minutes. And then I'll break one open so we can see what they're looking like inside. The beautiful thing is, again, if you buy wings that are like the size you might want, slightly bigger, by all means, think about adjusting your times a little bit. The first batch I did, because I did a trial batch the other day, I used 8-minute timing, and that sort of overcooked them a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. So they were just a little bit more cooked than they wanted to be. Now, if you really want to get technical, you can grab your stick thermometer from the drawer, because everybody has a stick thermometer in the drawer, don't they? And what I'm going to do is just do a little test of the internal temperature of the wing when it comes out, just to make sure they're in the right temperature range. That'll be about 165 Fahrenheit. And because let's face it, again, nobody really wants to have undercooked wings. That would be gross, unless that's your thing, which we don't want to know about. So anyways, here we are at 3 minutes coming up on. We're going to just wait that last hard to wait 10 seconds because I'm channeling Homer Simpson going, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. We're not going to worry about that. Okay, and we're going to pull them out. And I find that doing it at 375 is a better smoke point than 400. The first batch I did at 400, I found that it ended up having to put the overhead fan on, and I'm going to change hands here and do it so you can see it. And the overhead fan on, and then had to air the kitchen a little bit because it was still pretty hot. Okay, so now we go to, oh, look at that climb. Look at that climb. Oh, dearie me, dearie me, dearie me. 180 degrees. We got chicken wings. We got ourselves some chicken wings. Put that over there. And we're just going to break this open a little bit. And look at that. Outstanding, right? Again, little teeny tiny wing. The flat, if you break that open, now we're cooking with gas. Okay. That works out. Ouch, hot, super hot. My goodness, is that hot. The wing itself, crispy, tasty, and yummy. So, go Jets go. Also, if you like this video, please like and subscribe. I'm going to be doing more of these appetizer munchery videos over the weekend. Just getting ready, because let's face it, the playoffs start on Sunday or Monday. It's going to be a great time. So, to all those who are cheering for the Jets, yay. For all those who are cheering for whomever your team is, yay. I wish you guys all the luck until the finals when hopefully the Jets win the cup. Cheers. Thanks very much. Have yourself an excellent day. Third season cooking. Like, subscribe, and if you have any comments, any questions, please leave them in the comments area. If you want to email me, it's thirdseasoncooking@gmail.com. Thanks very much. Have yourself a great day. Bye now.